Hi, I'm Phil Patton and I'm running for the Board of Directors for the Property Owners Club. My background is pretty much in the automobile business. I spent 40 years there. The first 8 years out of college I worked for Pontiac Motor Division in various jobs, my last job being a district manager calling on 24 dealers in mid-Michigan. In 1972 I founded Patton, Pontiac, Buick, Cadillac, and GMC Truck. And for the next 32 years, I was a dealer in Northwest Ohio. In 2001, Barb and I bought our first property here in Oak Point. And in 2004, after my retirement, we built our home on Long Point Drive where we reside today. The reason for coming to Amelia Island was not only the beauty of the island, but the sense of community we had when we came here. The community now seems to be a little bit fractured, and I think the reason is the current board of directors that we have for the Property Owners Club. I had the privilege just a few weeks ago of sitting down one-on-one with one of the prominent board members that I had not met before, and he gave me about 40 minutes of his time so that we could discuss some of the things that are concerning myself and my wife. He seemed to be a very nice fellow, and I hadn't met him before, so I really appreciated the opportunity to talk with him about these subjects. One of the things, of course, we talked about was beach access. And I asked him if he had contacted anybody over at Sea Dunes or Turtle Dunes. I'm a little bit familiar with that because Barb and I have a condo in Turtle Dunes. And I asked him if they had put together any sort of a proposal for those folks that would be financially benefited, both of them. And he said, well, he had someone called John Byers, and John said he wasn't interested in anything in that regard. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Is calling someone and asking, is that a proposal? I think a proposal would be calling someone, the president of that association perhaps, and saying, hey, the board and I have put together a proposal that would be financially advantageous, both your members and our members. What time next week could we get together and discuss that? See, one of them is just going through the motions, and the other is what we call due diligence. I really prefer due diligence. The real reason we're having all of these problems is the selection process for the board. Many of you may not know that the board members are selected. They're not elected. They're selected by a committee that's appointed by the president and the two past presidents of the board of directors. The process is fairly simple. You go through a self-nominating process, then you're given questions that you can research, and then you go for an interview. And based on those interviews, the three people are selected to fill those openings for the board. Can you imagine if we selected our president that way? Can you imagine the out-of-power party having any chance to be the in-power party? It doesn't work so good that way. So my question to you today is, can you support us? I would really like your vote in becoming a member of the board of directors. If I'm elected, I would be a voice for the change. Because to change this process, we need to change the bylaws. To change the bylaws, we need to change the board. So I can be a voice for that change, but more importantly, if you elect myself and Jan and Deb, we can guarantee those changes. We would really appreciate your consideration. We would really like your vote. Thank you so much.